Again.
See all that?
Yeah. My hand.
Uh-oh.
It's slippery.
That was Joanna. Sorry about that.
Well, at least you can be like, oh my god.
I mean, I did yell, oh
You got
geez.
these secondary formations on top of
I'm
the.
very good.
So these calcium
Yeah.
occurred after the lava.
Add some color.
That's super neat.
A little bit of the corally stuff.
Yeah.
Especially on this one underneath here. Can you see that? I think you already missed it. If you look under there, that flat rock,
Oh yeah, there's
protected, or
It's
people won't
drier.
step on it. That's a good point too.
yeah. So the bed caves have a lot more color than Trout Lake.
Yeah.
It's drab and white, but slightly different colors. Was I talking to you about Denver Cave?
You were talking to somebody else that I had been, we were talking about doing 3 pitches all up and down, and that sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the few vertical lava tubes because by their nature they form flat.
Wait, that makes sense, right?
So the
What makes
vertical
that
is
one vertical? Is it like into a chamber? That's on top?
so you get vertical lava tubes by going through a skylight into the tube. The tube ceilings can be 100 feet tall.
Okay.
So there's a drop in. In the case of dynamite, you're switching between layers.
And so it's almost like a tube on top of a tube on top of a tube.
About 5 of them.
Okay.
There's about 5 distinct layers.
But then they may have connections between them.
Yeah, so there's rooms where it's broken through, and you will see multiple holes in the wall.
Okay.
And they're all stacked on top of one another. And so the rope work is bumping up and down between them. It's a relatively easy vertical cave. So the Boy Scouts do it every year, and I have started volunteering as a like coach to teach proper. I mean, they're gonna do it with or without me.
Right.
So I'll teach them how to do it right. Teach them how caves work. Teach them how to respect it.
Protect the cave, yeah.
So it's quite popular. It's well known.
Where is it?
Trout Lake,
Washington.
Washington.
Okay, so kind of that's just over the Columbia.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
think it's like 30 miles north of Columbia. It's not right there.
Yeah.
It's a ways. It's a day trip.
So I usually do it a couple times a year.
Okay.
One with the scouts, and then usually the grotto does a trip. Which, when the grotto does a trip, they'll usually have one of their experts rig some of the overhead passages so you can get into places that maybe are a little too sketchy.
What grotto is that?
The Portland grottos.
Okay.
It's their backyard.
Is there a way?
Mostly Oregon grotto.
Okay. There are some probably ways to get around the rock in different ways, but this is probably the
And there are also
okay. If you want the easiest route, just keep
how
on
the
left
vertical
side of the
slopes
cave,
come, from all the grottos.
You know, do this and then
A bunch of Seattle area folks who always come.
yeah, stay more or less left is going to be easier. There are also ways up
If you go left over here, Captain.
Oh, copy that.
So what's interesting is so when you see the map, you can see the levels
Okay.
quite easily. But what's also interesting is when you're there, each level has a different personality.
Oh, yeah?
Like one of them has, massive breakdown like this. Other ones have no breakdown.
Oh.
There's a flat, smooth level, which is a real treat.
So did it form top to bottom or bottom to top, do you think?
Well,
Or was it just all at the same time and then drained out slowly?
formation is a tricky question, but there are clearly lava falls
Uh-huh.
pouring from upper levels into lower
Oh,
levels.
that's
Okay.
But the level was already there for that to happen because it's flowing from one
Right,
chute
yeah.
to another.
It's slightly easier to stay left
So
here, but you
complicated.
can also go right.
But
You're really
I believe it formed in a river canyon
Mm-hmm.
because of it's very narrow and very stacked. So a deep narrow canyon.
you think it's up there?
But so each level's a different color.
Oh, that's cool.
So the entrance is kind of a dull brown with an occasional odd rock. The deeper you go, the more redder it gets.
Okay.
As you go upwards, there's a bright yellow layer,
Cool.
which you won't see if you have a cheap light.
Mm.
So cheap LEDs have a bluish tint to them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good point.
You can't see yellow
Oh.
with the blue light. So I was through there several times, and then I got a better light. The Zebra Light Warm, which has a
little hole below you, so stick your
Actually, I have a
Less
couple
yellow.
of LED lights I don't use very often, but they actually have adjustable white balance. You can adjust them to like this color temperature, this color
That's
is
temperature.
cool.
that videography lights.
Yeah, they're designed for video, but they're not really
caving.
bright enough for caving. I
Yeah.
got them for taking pictures because they can mount on a
Yeah,
tripod. But
I've seen those, but they're not caving.
yeah,
Stage lights.
yeah. I have some. That's what I use for when I do photogrammetry. I use the stage lights.
Yeah.
Because they're convenient.
Yes.
They're kind of expensive, but like I
So-
said, they work reasonably well for photography.
So yeah, the better color index lights will show yellows and oranges